The Iraqi Dinar IQD has long been at the center of speculation, especially among investors who believe that one day the currency will be revalued. To reflect Iraq as vast oil wealth and growing role in the global economy, in September 2025. This speculation exploded once again after a surprising event. A television broadcast in Iraq reportedly displayed a new exchange rate for the dinar against the US dollar. Within minutes, the footage began circulating online, creating shockwaves across investor forums and social media platforms. Some claimed it was the long-awaited revaluation, while others dismissed it as nothing more than a technical error. This article unpacks what happened, why it matters, and how investors should interpret the situation. Although the rate disappeared shortly after, the impact was immediate. Screenshots and recordings spread rapidly on Telegram groups, WhatsApp chats, and YouTube channels dedicated to dinar discussions. The visual of a new rate on a mainstream broadcast carried weight for many who have been waiting years for such a change. But was this a real signal of policy action, or just a broadcasting slip? The dinar community, both inside Iraq and abroad, reacted with intense emotion. For hopeful investors, this was seen as the moment they had been waiting for. Some claimed exchange offices had already started preparing for new conversions, while others suggested that the TV channel had leaked information earlier than intended. But social media platforms became a battleground of opinions. Optimists flooded forums with celebratory posts, treating the ticker as confirmation of the RV skeptics, however urged caution, pointing to similar incidents in the past where incorrect exchange rates appeared on screens or websites. Due to system testing or human error, the broader Iraqi public also took notice. Many ordinary citizens, already dealing with inflation and fluctuating prices, wondered whether this was a sign of change that could affect their daily lives. The buzz underscored how deeply the dinar's value influences not just investors, but also everyday Iraqis. Despite the excitement, financial experts stress that television broadcasts are not official announcements. Only the Central Bank of Iraq (CBI) has the authority to declare a new exchange rate. Without an official press release or policy statement, the rate shown on TV cannot be treated as fact. There are several possible explanations for what happened. Technical error. Mistakes in data feeds are common in financial news systems. A misentered number or incorrect software update could easily cause a false display. Testing phase. Some broadcasters run test rates while updating their systems. Occasionally, these placeholders accidentally make it to live broadcast, premature data feed. It is also possible, though less likely, that the feed displayed information from an internal discussion or draft that was not meant for public release. While a few observers believe the broadcast could hint at ongoing internal discussions within Iraq's financial system, most analysts agree that investors should not treat the incident as evidence of a confirmed RV. The persistence of RV rumors isn't new, it reflects deeper economic realities. Iraq holds one of the world's largest oil reserves, and high oil revenues have fueled speculation that the country could afford to strengthen its currency. In recent years, Iraq has also pushed forward with reforms aimed at modernizing its financial system. These include digital banking expansion to reduce reliance on cash, anti-corruption measures to build investor confidence, talks with the IMF and World Bank, which sometimes encourage currency and fiscal reforms. Each of these steps provides fuel for speculation, even if they don't directly translate into revaluation. For many investors, every development, whether a government statement, a policy reform, or even a TV ticker, becomes part of the larger RV narrative. For those following the dinar closely, separating hype from reality is critical. Instead of relying on viral clips, investors should focus on verifiable economic indicators. Official CBI announcements. The central bank remains the only source with the authority to confirm a revaluation. Oil price trends. Iraq's budget rises and falls with oil. A strong and sustained oil market could increase the possibility of reforms. Foreign reserves levels. A healthy reserve position gives Iraq the flexibility to adjust its exchange rate if desired. Political stability. Currency policy requires cooperation between government branches. Without stability, sudden moves are unlikely. International agreements. If Iraq signs new deals with the IMF or World Bank, these may include recommendations for currency adjustments. By monitoring these signals, investors can make informed judgments instead of relying on rumors. The September 2025 Iraqi TV broadcast showing a new dinar rate sent shockwaves through the investment community. For many, it felt like long-awaited proof of a revaluation, but for analysts, it was more likely a broadcasting error or data slip rather than an official policy change. As of today, the official rate remains 1,320 IQD per USD, and no announcement has been made by the Central Bank of Iraq. While the incident highlights how eager investors are for change, it also serves as a reminder. Credible official confirmation is the only reliable source of truth in currency matters. For now, optimism can continue, but investors must remain cautious. The future of the Iraqi dinar will ultimately depend on Iraq's oil revenues, political decisions, and international partnerships, not on a fleeting TV ticker.